As you can see, I've been working on this, and I don't like it. I mean, it's definitely an improvement, and I apparently have fly running. No more. It's definitely an improvement, but no. Okay. So let me try something else. Nope. 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 Just nope. Well, that could work. It could work. It's too small. The tower is. I would need to make it one wider. Yep, it's just still too big, and it's the wrong number of blocks to do any kind of sphere. I like the idea of a sphere, but this base is too big, and that's an even number, and that's kind of a problem because I need that to be an odd number in order to get spheres of any kind or anything else to line up, because odd numbers are best in Minecraft, which is just really weird, but that's how it works, because that is how it works. So this is going down. I'm gonna take it down and rebuild it from scratch completely. This should be interesting. We'll see how this turns out. Hopefully it doesn't suck, because it might. Alright, so the tower has been fully removed, and now I'm going to build out a slight, not a structure, but an outline of roughly how big I think the base should be and the interior should be, so I have a good visual picture of the actual width and size of the lighthouse, and that will give me a pretty good idea of what I'm looking at to try and avoid that monstrosity again. Okay, I totally actually wasn't expecting to like that. It's actually kind of cool. It's not, I mean, it's not a lighthouse. And it's still hollow in the back. But it's actually legitimately kind of cool. I wasn't going to do this. I was totally just kind of screwing around. But I kind of dig it. I dig it a lot. Oh, man. This was totally not where I was going with this. I was totally going for like a water tower vibe. And that's what started the crisscross shape. I missed it. But I'm like, I totally dig it. I totally dig this. I'm trying to figure out what to put on top, but I don't know that it matters anymore. I'm not 100% sold on the clay on the side, but I do like it. Totally screws with what I was gonna do with this. The whole point, I mean, kind of screws. So the whole point, as I've said before, is I wanted you to be able to walk from here to the castle. And so this was going to be a stopping point, and it was going to have like a lighthouse that you could go up on the inside, and like a house you can go in, like it was a tour, literally like it was a tour. And now that that doesn't work now. I like it, and I still like the idea of being able to use this as a viewpoint, but this is completely full of observers now in order to get those lights to work. So I need to figure out how to integrate this now. But that's a problem for future me. That yeah, no, we're not gonna, never mind. That's a problem for later. We'll not use that as a phrase anymore. For the time being, I have 2 other small projects I want to do. I want to figure out how to connect this little piece of land to over here. And then figure out how to attach it to like a walkway of some sort. Not sure if I should be using a great big bridge, if I should be building islands. I don't want to use a boat dock. That seems too impersonal. I totally dripped it on the next clip and never hit record. I am going to be building an underwater haunted-like cave using chains and soul lanterns because I think it would look nifty. Okay, so I think what I've decided to do is I'm going to put it right down here. Because it's about the only thing that really isn't cluttered with something. If I'm standing here, I want to make it a bit more round, but do I want to make it taller? Or do I want to just curve the edges? I think I just want to curve the corners. Okay, I kind of like where this is going. Oh look, I'm already attracting drowned. That's kind of the point, right? It's supposed to be a drowned cave. Supposedly it's working. It's not deliberate at this point, but it is kind of. To Trident. Alright, so I've gone back through and replaced a lot of the cobble with mossy cobble because it's in the ocean. Where would it be if it wasn't covered in moss and seaweed? Not exactly 100% how I had it envisioned by head, but I'm happy enough with it. Let's see how it looks from the inside. Alright. Okay, that's not so bad. It's not perfect, but for someone who's kind of an average builder like me, that's I like it. The chains and the lanterns give it a nice like theme and feel to it, although I probably need to remove that one right there. That one and this one just feel a little bit out of place. But the rest of them, yeah, I'm happy with that. I can be happy with that. Alright, on to the next thing. It's been 24 hours since I've recorded that last bit, and I'm editing this together, and I don't remember what the last thing was. So I'm just gonna sit here and stare at my lighthouse and be mesmerized. I'm actually really mesmerized by this. Just watching the redstone lamp circle around, just kind of, I don't know, it's very satisfying. I think what I will do in the meantime is I will work on that bouncy castle. I've been putting that off a little bit too long, and high time I got onto that because it's actually kind of fun. Just, you know, it's a lot of arduous redstone that I'm not really good at. I don't think I have enough dyes. There's only one thing to do when I don't have enough dyes. Yep, the flower farm. I made this for all the blue glass in the bottom because I needed the blue flowers. What are they called? Corn flowers. And this has been very effective. And it's self-fulfilling too. Because I just take all the seeds, stick it right back into here. And it automatically puts it into a composter and composts it down, sticks it inside of this dispenser, which is really full. Holy crap. Okay, I have more than enough bone meal in here, evidently. But yep, I'm gonna use this for a few more minutes. Okay, so that's enough of the base colors there. Oh, I'm gonna die. But in order to get some of the purple and some of the green, I think I'll use a lime green, but not the dark green, because I think the dark green is just too dark. It's not like childlike playful enough. But I can mix the green with the red poppies with the cactus green and get the purple, or rather the green goes with, what would the green go with? I don't remember. My color knowledge is bad, but I can mix the blue and the red to get purple. The cactus goes in here and flip the lever. I still have a couple of furnaces that aren't working. That's okay. I'm not going to worry about a handful of furnaces in an array this large. And just within a couple of minutes, I'll have a ridiculous amount of dye. Oh, where did you come from? Oh, I have a spawning spot in my base. No bueno. Thought I saw a cactus. Probably fell to its death. A cactus? No, a skeleton. Yeah, I saw a cactus. I just put it in the furnace array. And now we can see a couple of stacks of green dye and lots of dried kelp, evidently. I still have netherite. Ooh, I'm gonna remember that. So now I can break down the poppies into red dye, the cornflowers into blue dye, and get purple dye. Get purple dye. There we go. 2 stacks. That was a lot more than I probably needed. That's okay. Unfortunately, the oxide daisies break down into gray, and I have tons of those. That's probably how I got so much bone meal. I kept throwing the oxide daisies in there. The yellows I'll need. I've got a handful of that, but not very much. I'm trying to think, what are the colors that would be really good? The lime green would probably work very well. It's a 16 color spectrum wheel. It can't be that difficult to come up with. But I'm probably going to need more concrete. And I don't know if I've got enough sand or gravel. Nope, I'm good. I'm really, really good on that. I just went to go get more torches. And then this guy shows his ugly face. Ugh. Can't figure out where he spawned. They can't spawn on chests. They can't spawn in glass because it's not a full block. Everything else is covered in carpet. Everything else is covered in torches. They can't spawn on redstone. Where in the world? I mean, here, maybe? But, what I should be more concerned about is honey blocks, because I don't think I've actually done anything with this farm besides build it. And I don't know how long. I don't know if I've got the honey blocks for it. Oh, I take that back. I have enough. Well, I have some. Oh my goodness. If I was to take all that honey right now, comb and chest. What? Did I not finish this? I may not have finished this. It's making squishing noises? That's funny, you make you make squishing noises on the boxes. Oh, wait a minute. Oh no, it's the sound of the boxes. I'm so dumb. There, and now I have a shulker box for slime. Because I can. And make you yellow. There. That that was a honey block. That was not a shulker box. Oof. Oh dear. I have gunpowder in here even. That's funny. Alright. Fixing this farm, or finishing it, is on the to-do list. That's not nearly as much as I'd like to have. Can I fly out of here? I'm gonna get stuck in here. There we go. One rocket. Huzzah, duration 3. Oh. Right. Only one rocket. Alright. I don't even know why I grabbed these sets just to be dramatic. Oh. Okay. Now to figure out where the doors is supposed to be. And how to make this look. Because originally I wanted like tiers. And I can still do that. It's broken. Why is it broken? Okay. Okay, so I think I've got a working prototype. Come up here, hit this one. First bounce is higher, second one's lower, and it's every other one. See that? So you'd have to get the next one on the higher platform. So it does work. I just have to take it apart and flip it around because it's backwards. And then figure out how to incorporate a left and right tower. So there's actual like Castiles, I forget what they're called, minuets or whatever, on the side. So it's actually a castle. Once I get the actual format, then I'll build in the outside, because trying to do the redstone inside of an actual building is hard. I do it the other way around. I always do the redstone first, do the outside later. So that, and the occasional time where it drops you through the floor. I'll have to figure out how to deal with that later. Alright, this episode has been an absolute editing nightmare, and I've had to reshoot some of it due to corruption. Just a small update, I have taken everything apart, and I've put it in the collective boxes. Some of the footage you saw just now came after some of the footage that was shot, because it was just, sound was missing, and it was a right mess. It was just a right mess. So with that, I'm going to end this here and get to work on this, and then I will see you next time.